Hey everybody, Brian Tro coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. The date today is Monday, April 4th. So it looks like we finally have some wet weather on our way for the next few days actually. I was just looking at the forecast and there's a really good chance of rain this evening and tomorrow evening. It looks like we could get over an inch of rain, and then almost every single day this week there's a chance of showers. So that bodes well. We're definitely still a little bit dry, and we can use some precipitation. The mountain streams, depending on where you are in the northwestern part of the state, some of them are getting quite low. So as far as temperatures go, it's still been kind of cold. It was 25 degrees at my house this morning. So we're still getting some cool nights, but it looks like things will warm up a little bit this week. So let's go up into the mountains first and start up high, and then we'll work our way down. The mountain brook trout streams have been fishing really well. So basically dry flies, unless you start the day and it's cold and not much is happening. The bugs to be looking for are the little black caddis, they're out. Still some quills around, definitely some more Hendricksons starting to show up. Your little mahoganies, and then as we push into April just a little bit, you're going to start seeing your March browns. And March browns are really awesome mayfly because they're going to be your first really large mayfly for the year, size 14s and size 12s. So as soon as those March browns really start hatching, those brook trout really get keyed in on them, and they'll be eating them like crazy. So that's kind of your bug lineup for the next few weeks. Heading into mid-April. As we move down a little bit onto the spring creeks, we've had some mixed reports. Some days are good, some days are slow. I just had some anglers out this morning that had a little bit tough day, but you're still going to be fishing subsurface for the most part in your spring creeks. I had some trips the week before last, and we would see a couple fish jump up after caddis, and we would cover them, we would swing wet flies to them, and we would skate and skitter caddis across their heads, and had some success doing that. So, but still it's pretty scattered. Don't go to the spring creeks expecting to dry fly fish all day. That'll change by the middle to the end of the month. We'll start seeing sulfur show up later on this month, and everything will really start to pop. So still fishing down below the surface, nymphs, streamers, Spring Run, Buffalo Creek, Mossy Creek. All these streams have been fishing pretty well when the barometer is right and you've got some cloud cover and other things to kind of help you out. Cold front days, high sky days have been a little bit tough. All right, on to the warm water fisheries. So things are starting to change a little bit for the bass on the river. So the Shenandoah right now is a good level, James a good level. That could change a little bit with the rain. However, for those of you who are excited about getting out in the river and starting to fish, there's a lot to learn about these fish and their pre-spawn habits and where they go. So for right now, most of the fish we're finding are still deep in the holes. Fish that are trying to get some energy going have staged up near riffles, at the base of riffles, and they're kind of feeding. Sometimes I'll go to a base of a riffle and feed for an hour or two and then drop back into the holes. All right, you're still not going to find them scattered throughout the entire river system in every little lie that you're used to finding them in the summer. But they are starting to eat more and more. The mature fish are trying to put on weight because they're going to be going and they're going to be starting to nest up soon. So the 20th, 25th of the month, particularly over on the James, that's usually a date where we start to see the males getting into nesting areas. The James in Central Virginia is a bit warmer, and so things can start a little earlier over there. Usually a week or so behind that would be the Shenandoah. So if you know where these fish spawn, if you know the spots that they typically go to, you'll see the males will show up there first, and they'll begin to start to stage a little bit. And then once everything is just right, the males and the females will come together and they will spawn. We'll do our best to keep you all up to date. My brother and I are always out doing videos and stuff and trying to find the fish and get them on and find them on their nests and take some pictures and videos for you all. We don't fish for them when they're on there. We encourage you all not to as well. But right now is a really good time to start getting after some of those smallmouth. You got to fish deep. You got to have heavy flies like clawdads so that you can just bounce along the bottom. Mad Tom sculpins, things like that. Fish them slow. Target your warmer hours of the day. we're pretty much done muskie fishing. We'll have updates for you all in May when they are finishing up their spawn and we're back after them again. But for now, we're laying off the muskie. All right, that's about it. Stop by and see us if you have any questions, if you need updates on the weather when these rains come, if you need to know whether something's blown out or not. You need to know kind of specific directions on where you want to go to fish this weekend. We're always here. All you have to do is email us, give us a call, or even better, stop in the shop. All right, see y'all next week.